Welcome to Inspire, a Black History Month series here at WMBF. I'm your host, Derrion Henderson. We're wrapping it up. This is our final episode of Inspire, and we hope you've enjoyed every single episode this month, all parts of our 5-part series. We're deciding to end this one this year. We're ending it on a leap day. So we thought, why not help you leap into a new purpose in your life and help you get those fitness goals done for the rest of the year to get you on the beach and get you ready to go. So we decided to bring in our boy, our man, our guy, our fitness guru, Wade Marsh, to inspire. Let's give him a little hand, y'all.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Wade, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. So I know we've done segments before, right? Where you gave me the workout of my life. Actually, when I started Fitness Fun with Derrion, I started it with you.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was really cool. And I remember like that first workout. I'm like, I don't know. If we're going to keep doing workouts like this, I don't know how long this is going to last. Eventually that stopped. But it was a lot of great workouts. So I definitely still remember the first one. Remember 80 Degree Fitness over here in Carolina Forest. And I remember just your commitment to the community around that time as well. How has it been for 180 Degree Fitness?
It's been really well. I've had the opportunity to work with some really great clients. So we have a family here at 180 Degree Fitness, and it's the best feeling ever. I can't say it in more words than that. You know, I love what I do. I love helping people reach their goal through health and fitness. It's a life-changing event for them as well as for me. Yeah.
And I know we talk about it so much. Remember, even when I was talking about it back then, when you said like you had like literally whole families coming in. To do it together, because when it comes to fitness, as we know, it takes having your friends around, having your cousin and your mama and your sister, or even your spouse right next to you. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing you probably see right now, right?
Yeah, same thing. We have families coming in to work out with one another. They need that reinforcement to get them into the gym, because it's very challenging, especially if you have a busy life. You know, so coming into the gym, having a scheduled appointment, which helps with accountability, and they come into the gym, meet with the trainer, and they work out to help reach their goals, and they do it together.
What's your approach to fitness? I think that's the biggest thing when people are looking for a trainer or something of that nature. Like, it's always like, okay, are you gonna be like tough one, you know what I mean? Or are you gonna be the one that kind of like, you know, this understanding? What's your approach when it comes to?
Well, an individual should look at fitness as functional fitness, okay? 180 Degree Fitness is not a boot camp. It's not a CrossFit. It's a functional fitness facility. So what you do in the gym, you should be able to do better things outside the gym, like lifting your child or bending over to pick something up at home or at work or whatever. And that's my approach. Will the workouts be challenging? Absolutely, because everyone has a different level of fitness. You may come in as a beginner and hopefully eventually become an intermediate individual and then a more advanced individual. But basically, we do functional fitness here.
And when it came to even starting 180 Degree, what was kind of going through your mind around that time?
My goal was to help people change their lives. I come from a legal background, personal injury basically, and I saw a lot of, people just wanting to sue to make money. And I wasn't necessarily happy in that field. So I changed my career to actually help people make changes in their life through health and fitness.
Gotcha. So stay out of the courtroom.
Stay out of the courtroom.
And go to the gym.
Go to the gym, because that's where you're going to make your changes, man. Believe it or not, when we look at ourselves in the mirror and see a better version of ourselves, we perform better in our life. Okay, because it's all surrounded about how we feel inside. So if you feel good about yourself, you're going to perform better outside.
And how does it feel seeing people, start to feel better about themselves, like over time?
Man, it is a wonderful feeling. You have no idea. I could tell you tons of stories of how people have changed their lives through health and fitness. And
what's like the most inspiring one?
I had a young lady who came into the gym. It was her last day, and she was ready to cancel her membership because she did not feel as if she was welcome at the gym, or she was made to feel that she was overweight. I sat down and started talking to her and made it more personable, made her feel comfortable, and she actually ended up purchasing personal training sessions for me. And the real story to reason why she gained so much weight is because she was in a bad marriage, an abusive marriage, and she was drinking a lot of alcohol. Husband was drinking a lot of alcohol. She lost the weight. She divorced her husband, started her own business. Man, it's awesome.
Yeah. So she lost the weight double time.
She did, and she felt better about herself. So it goes back to the point where if you don't feel good about yourself, whatever that was causing you to feel bad about yourself, and once you look into the mirror and you see, hey, I feel good, I look good, I'm able to do these things. And if you're able to cross these challenges or face these challenges in the gym, whatever it may be, whatever's holding you back, and you're able to do that, then there's amazing results you will have in your life.
How long should people give themselves? So I think that's like the biggest thing that, when it comes to losing weight. I've been the same. I plateaued and, and went up and went down and gained weight and lost weight and all that type of stuff. And I think every time, I get to that point where it's like, okay, well, let me get back on it. Let me get back to it. It's always, okay, Monday, all right, next Monday, or then start Monday and then get to Tuesday and I done messed up. So now it's like, okay, let me start next Monday. Like, how do you, because I always tell people just in life in general, you got to give yourself grace, but how do you continue to give yourself grace when it's just like, it just, the same thing just keep happening over and over and over and over again?
Well, we're going to face those challenges. We're going to face roadblocks. This is called life.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
So you have one gift. It's your human body. Okay. And if your goal is to make some changes relative to your health and fitness, that's why personal trainers are so important. Because if you have a busy schedule and you need to work out, you have a trainer, you book an appointment, your trainer is going to be on your butt to get into the gym. So there's the accountability there, okay? And how long you should give yourself? At least 6 to 8 months or a little longer depending upon your level of fitness to reach your goal. But consistency is the key. You have to be consistent, not just in the gym, because in the gym it's just 85 to 90%. What you have to really do is focus on what you put in your mouth. That's the death trap right there, my friend. What you put in your mouth. That's 85 to 90% of reaching your goal. Yeah.
I'll say 100. Because, man, listen, since we're on this podcast, since we're going to inspire, you got to be real with the people.
Right.
Man, like going and then leaving. I remember one place was right outside, like next door was a Pizza Hut. You know what I mean? So it's like the temptation seems as if like it's always there no matter what you do, which makes it just so much harder. So it's funny you went right into like the food about dieting, right? I mean, so many people, once they start, of course they go straight to like the fad diets, and all, you can, the Mediterranean diet. There's just so many different diets out there that people try. Keto, what's your idea on like dieting? Because I had a friend in St. Louis who, she's a dietitian, but she's like against dieting. Like she just doesn't believe in it. Like, doesn't, for her, according to her, it doesn't work. What's your thoughts on dieting?
I also don't believe in dieting, okay? I believe in eating, okay? Eating less, moving more. It's not that challenging. You don't need to be so restrictive with your food. Smaller portions, eat several times throughout the day. Main course meals, 3. And don't call it dieting because it's so restrictive. It's just clean eating. I want to eat clean. I don't want a lot of saturated fat. I don't want a lot of sugar. I don't want a lot of sodium. You don't want those things in your life, or in your body, I should say, because there's negative effects to that, and you don't want that. Because down the road, bad things will start to happen. It'll creep into your life, and you don't want that, especially if you have hereditary issues with cholesterol, diabetes, high blood pressure, any type of heart disease, anything like that. That's going to affect you down the road if you start to eat foods you should not be eating.
Absolutely. And what's your thoughts too on like different things, like, a lot of people use Ozempic, Manjaro, and things of that nature. Like those are becoming like the big things that people go towards because it's like, hey, like, like even Oprah, you know what I mean? She was like, who also had struggled with weight loss and it's like, okay, well, I could just, instead of, going up and going down, I can get on Ozempic, and be able to maintain a steady weight and feel healthy and look healthy, whatever that may look like, because being healthy doesn't look like a certain thing, as we all know, right? But what's your thoughts on those situations and people going out to try those?
First of all, I don't talk negative about that.
Absolutely.
Whatever works best for you works best for you. But I think if you want to go that route, really talk to your physician about it. And do your research on it. See if there's any negative effects after taking something like that. But personally, proper nutrition, eating, and moving. Eat less, move more. Eat less, move more. Yes, it's a struggle. Now, there may be some issues, health concerns, or reason why you're overweight. And like I said, talk to your physician. If your physician recommends this for you, then certainly go that route. But you just, everyday normal person, just put in the work and try to reach your goals.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See, that's good. That's why you gotta have friends like Wade around to keep you motivated to do all of that. But I'm pretty sure that just changes how people probably, when they first start talking to you about getting into training, is that stuff you hear like off the top, like, hey, maybe I'm thinking about doing this, but also working out. And I guess I feel like there's so many more questions to ask now than it was before. Whereas before it's like, do you work out at all? No. Okay, let's start on Monday. Where now it's like, okay, well, are you on Ozempic? Are you on Manjaro? Things of that nature. Like, has it changed, like the incoming, kind of interview conversation that you have with people?
No, it hasn't changed it. People want a quick fix.
Yeah,
we want a quick fix, and we don't want to work hard for it. So no, that has not changed. But like I said, evaluate your personal preference and what you want to achieve. Personally, like I said, just move more, eat less, and be consistent with it. And will you face roadblocks? We face roadblocks here. When you reach a plateau, we change it up. Again, if you reach a plateau, we change it up. You have to continue allowing the body to guess what's going on. Because if you keep doing the same thing all the time, you're not going to make those changes. And you have to start doing things like, when you look in the mirror, I can do this. Have more positive thoughts. If you're more positive about things you're doing in your life, you're going to be able to do other things and not be so negative. Just keep the negativity out of your life.
Yeah. And that's easy, hard to do. Staying off social media could be number one.
It is, 100%. 100%, I believe.
The first thing, right?
Stay off of social media. Do not look at that as the route to your success, because you don't understand where those people started. You've seen the end results. You know nothing about how they started. So don't look at them as the person that you need to follow. You're number one. You're important. Follow yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we know so much about fitness. Like I said, we talked about it. We've worked out multiple times before, but don't really know a lot about the guy though. So they say you're from VA, right?
Richmond, Virginia. Yep.
How was that growing up?
Well, originally I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Okay.
I moved to Virginia when I was a teenager, and been there all my life for the most part. Went to school there. But it was good. You know, like I said, I went to school to be an attorney. I thought that was the route that I wanted to go.
Did you finish school?
I did not. I mean, I got my criminal justice degree, but I didn't go to law school.
Gotcha.
Okay, I worked for a law firm before going to law school. But I realized then that wasn't the route for me.
Gotcha.
Because, you know, I was truly unhappy. I gained weight and didn't like the person that I saw in the mirror. Didn't want to go to work every day. So I said, something has to change. So I went into the gym. At the time, it was called American Family Fitness, because I had so much stress. I thought fitness was a way to release my stress. I went every single day at lunchtime. I started going after work, and I fell in love with it. Talked to the general manager at American Family Fitness. They hired me on as a personal trainer, became certified, went back to school, learned more lessons about the human body and how it interacts with muscles and things like that. Changed my career, and here I'm at today.
So how you get down here to the Grand Strand?
We moved here. I was a wellness director for a corporation back in Richmond. I was laid off, and I had a client who I helped change his life, and he retired, and he said, I will help you open your gym if you move to Myrtle Beach. So my wife and I, we upped our life in Richmond and moved here to Myrtle Beach.
That's big. Like, talk about somebody like believing in you to come down here. What was y'all thoughts when it was like, oh, we got this offer on the table, do we leave VA to come to Myrtle? Had you ever been to Myrtle before?
Oh, my wife have always been to Myrtle, even as a child, so she loved it here in Myrtle Beach. So to move to a beach was definitely a dream of hers.
So it was a smooth transition.
It was a smooth transition.
That's
and
good.
She stays at the beach all the time now, every day. I may not go with her, but she goes to the beach just about every day just to see the ocean. She loves it.
And when it came to starting your business down here, how was it for you? Because I remember being over here, Carolina Forest has grown substantially since when, I even first did that fitness segment with you. How was it though, starting it? Like, were you nervous or anything? Because starting a new business is hard.
I was very nervous, and I actually opened at the beginning of COVID. Opened in January 2020, and COVID hit. Of course, we had to close. So I didn't have any customers, or I didn't have a lot of customers. And the few customers I did have, they couldn't come to the gym, of course. So it was a huge setback. Definitely was. It was very scary.
How did you get through that point? I mean, because rent was still due.
I still had to pay the rent. I was just positive, man, and I'm a very positive person. My wife is positive, and I definitely put God in my life, and I really prayed and relied on Him to help me get through it, and it worked.
And what advice do you have for people? Because I really hear within, just hearing your story, that inspiration of realizing what you want to do with your life, because I can identify with that. When I went to school, I love cooking, so I was going to be a chef, and then I was like, let me go over here and go to a university first, so then I can get my degree in business administration or something, and then go to a culinary arts school and do it kind of that way. Right. And realized this isn't working. Got in there and realized that I love writing. I was doing well in my English classes, and then found myself watching the news all the time, and I was like, well, maybe we got to switch over to news. And then next thing you know, here I am today, you know, and it's just so crazy just where life can take us if we just pay attention. Right. How would you attribute you making that transition and saying, hey, I need to take my life back into that type of way?
Well, like I said, I was in a place where I wasn't happy. And life is so short, you have to find happiness wherever it may be. And you need to look for that, because we all get out of high school, go to college, and think we're going to be in the right career. And we realize later in life that we haven't. So if you're not happy doing something, you need to make a change. If you're not happy with the person you see every single day, you need to make a change, because happiness is the most important thing in life. And that goes back to being positive about life and yourself. And when you're not happy, more negativity creep into your life. When you're positive, more happiness creep into your life, and you will find a route to find that happiness. And I think that's what I did. And
it really is a testament to also keeping people motivated when it comes to the gym too, because weight fluctuates so much. Like, when you're especially getting into the gym and you're getting it going, and 1 week you're down, next week you're up, and and next week you just plateau, and it's like, when am I going to get to the point where I have this dream body, whatever that may look like, but like you said, staying positive, really, really, pretty sure it keeps people within that mindset to keep going and making it happen. Yeah. And that's really important. So we think about Inspire, because that's the name of the podcast, right? Inspire. When you think of Inspire or inspiring someone or just being inspiring, what kind of goes through your mind?
Inspire someone?
Yeah.
Find a solution or a route to make you happy. Yeah. And whatever that is, you find it. If you need to look at more positive people, have positive people in your life, be around more positive people and not negative people, you'll find that right path for yourself, okay? And when you're within a group of positive people and not negative people, the results are amazing. Yeah. And that will inspire you, because you have a brain. and you'll be able to use that brain in a positive manner and not a negative manner. You know, that's just my viewpoint on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who inspires you?
My mom, but she was the type of person that was very well driven. She was an awesome mother. She was a single parent mom with 6 kids. She reared us all by herself, and we're all very positive. And it's the one thing that got us through life, and even through her passing, we were positive. You know, she wasn't well, but we survived it. And of course, God, you know, we had him in our life, and that helped us as well get through it. But my mom inspired me.
And what is one of the biggest inspirations she left behind for you? Something that really still sticks with you to this day?
Love everyone and see the good in everyone, you know, and try to surround yourself around positive people.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that she really instilled in all of us.
Yeah. I can attest to that because my mom is one of my biggest inspirations as well.
Yeah.
Primarily just how she faces adversity.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, I never know what's going on, you know, which frustrates me, especially at an adult age now, because it's like, why you just didn't tell me, you know what I mean? But realizing that that's really how she's always been, you know, so much stuff going on, but, you know, we're blinded to it because mama's getting it done.
Mama's getting it done.
And that's, I don't know, it just sends chills, you know, because it's like, you know, so much stuff could be going on in life, but we got it done, and I never went without me or my brother, and, you know, she was just so amazing and so inspiring and things of that nature. So thank you, Mom, if you're watching the podcast while she's sitting in her living room working. Thank you so much.
Moms are amazing,
Yeah.
And if anyone still have their mother around, I would say love them every single day and tell them that you love them. Yeah.
That's important.
It is.
Yeah, absolutely. So the reason we wanted you here, because of Inspire, and all month long, we've been bringing people around and introducing our community to people who inspire each and every day. So every single, not day this month, but every single Thursday of this month, we've been inspiring people from Samuel Shelton, Eric Richards, Julia Richardson, Michaela Evans, Eric Richards. We all brought on people who inspire. So the reason why you're here is because you inspired me. And I wanted you to be here just to give you that platform to continue to inspire potentially somebody else as well. I remember, you know, the first time I met you, you know, like, you know, just seeing a black man be a business owner in Myrtle Beach, not even on like the beach side, but like the local side, you know what I mean?
Right.
But having a gym and then hearing the story like we talked about initially about, you know, you having the gym right at the beginning of COVID, you know, and then bam, that's happening. And I'm like, this guy is really on it, you know, and then you just, personally, I know I always just keep my eye on people, like there's stuff going on, you know, and I saw the business thriving, you know, still being here. Because if you're seeing a business still around, you know, okay, it's doing well enough to be here, and that's important, you know. So thank you for all your contributions, honestly, just to the community, because I feel as if like it's just so important. And we think about health and wellness and things of that nature. It was real good. Hard workouts you put me through, though. I still remember.
They were fun, though.
They were definitely fun. They were definitely fun. And then I'm like, oh man, he got me.
They were fun.
But it was really good though. So yeah, how can people get in contact with you so they can come here and have just as much as fun as I did, but also, you know, maybe get on the other side of health and wellness and get to the point where they need to be in life? Okay.
So we're located at 4036 River Oaks Drive, Unit 4. My phone number is 843-603-5005. And just give me a call. We can have a nice little conversation and book an appointment.
Any last words for the people probably sitting at home like, okay, maybe, I don't know. What's the last word you want to give them?
Well, if you're looking for a change relative to health and fitness, you need to start now. And you need to look at not just necessarily health and fitness, look at what you're eating to either help you reach your goal or not help reach your goal. As a whole, like I said, nutrition is 85% of what we look like. If you eat more bad things, the results are going to be negative. If you have hereditary issues relative to heart disease, anything like that, nutrition can actually increase that negativity within your body. So look at that. Talk to a personal trainer, if not me, someone, you know. And if you don't want to work with a personal trainer, start moving. Yeah. Just get out, start walking, you know, and eat less, eat less, move more. Eat less, move more. It's not rocket science. Yeah. It's not rocket science.
Eat less, move more.
Eat less, move more.
And leap into your purpose. That's Absolutely. What we're doing in 2024. Wade, thank you so much
for
joining us here. I really appreciate you always. And thank you also for joining us on Inspire, a Black History Month series here at WMBF News. Again, we hope you've enjoyed all 5 episodes. You can find every last one on WMBF's YouTube channel or listen wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so much.